Eh? Come on. Welcome back to So You're Interested In, the show where I break down an artist's discography in order to give you, the viewer, the best possible jumping off point in order to get into their catalog. On this installment, we'll be looking at the legendary post-hardcore outfit Planes Mistaken for Stars. Founded in 1997 by singer and guitarist Garrett O'Donnell and guitarist Matt Bellinger, this group does have a bit of a complicated history that we don't really need to get into the weeds with. All you need to know is that Planes Mistaken for Stars would go on to create some of the heaviest music of their era. Finding a sweet spot between hardcore outbursts and melodic stoner metal vibes, this band hits hard as hell from all angles possible. Their discography is dense but absolutely accessible, with a few EPs and LPs on hand. Unfortunately, Matt Bellinger passed away in 2017 and Garrett O'Donnell passed away in 2021, so don't really expect to be seeing any new Planes Mistaken for Stars music. With that being said, the band has stated that before O'Donnell passed away, he was working on some new music, so hopefully we will get that in a form of an EP or an LP at some point down the line. But before that does come out, let's make sure that you are all caught up with Planes Mistaken for Stars discography. As always, I'll be recommending 2 albums and 3 individual tracks that will help you dive into Planes Mistaken for Stars' stellar catalog. Without further ado, we have the albums. The first album you should listen to from Planes Mistaken for Stars is their self-titled 1999 debut. Now, some people might argue with me on this one because some consider it an album, some consider it an EP, some consider it a mini album, but for all intents and purposes, it's an album to me. Once in a blue moon, we are given an album that is so thoroughly and wholly itself, and this self-titled album is Planes Mistaken for Stars from top to bottom. There's an added heaviness to each mind-bending riff, skull-cracking percussion, and manically yelped vocal. Let's take the opening track Copper and Stars, for example. Streaky guitars and perfect tone are slathered all over this until things switch gears around a minute through. From there on out, we are gifted with a mix of driving bass and guitar riffs in the verses until the hook comes in and blows Copper and Stars into a million pieces. It's an immensely powerful and engaging opening track that is for sure to be sitting with you for a long time. Another incredible cut is The Time It Took. Sonically, Copper and Stars and The Time It Took couldn't be more different, with the latter of the two being more of a slow burner, with O'Donnell's vocals being strained to their absolute limit. It is so very different than all the other tracks we're going to be talking about, but that just makes this song all the more special. One last track to pay attention to is Where the Arrow Went Out. Now this right here, folks, is what we would like to call a killer post-hardcore cut. The energy is flowing, the amps have amplifiers, and the lyrics are depressing, so what else could you want? Actually, don't answer that, because I'm hoping that this self-titled record will fulfill all of your Planes Mistaken for Stars needs. And if you're still chomping at the bit for more, then I've got the album for you. The next record from these post-hardcore giants that you should be checking out is their 2006 LP, Mercy. Much further along in their discography, Mercy is a showcase of their growing maturity as they rip through this diverse collection of tunes. Kicking off with One Fucked Pony, we are hit with drastically different production stylings than those that were featured in their self-titled album. Basically what they do here is they push the bass all the way back and bring Garrett O'Donnell's vocals all the way to the forefront. Now listen, I might be in the minority here, but personally I do like this change because it only intensifies the O'Donnell vocal experience. Regardless of production, this song is still wild as hell and certainly enjoyable. Another great cut is Keep Your Teeth. This thing is absolutely riveting, with O'Donnell's vocals stealing the show yet again. Not to mention the thumping instrumental in the hook is pounding your head with blunt riffs. Immediately following up Keep Your Teeth is To Spit a Sparrow, a gigantic track where everything just feels bigger. It's grimy as hell, taking the sludge metal sound and adding their own post-hardcore spin to things. This album eventually closes out with the acoustic cut Penitence. One of my favorite PMFS songs, this slow burner, is terrifyingly personal as O'Donnell finds a way to sing directly into your soul as the instrumental slowly builds behind him. I don't even know what else I can say at this point. Mercy kicks ass, and it is 100% worth checking out if you plan on getting into Planes Mistaken for Stars music. That'll wrap up the album, so it's track time. The first track you need to check out is Rhythm Dies from their 2001 LP, Fuck With Fire. This damn song is such a roller coaster and is worth every single twist and turn. With the first 2 minutes featuring this heavy but melodic instrumental section, it seems like this song is going to take it easy on you. The joke's on you if this is all that you thought PMFS had up their sleeves, because eventually this thing completely blows up into this all-out hardcore rager. If there is a piece of drywall at your house that you feel needs a fist-sized hole in it, well, I think that this song will give you the energy to finally follow through. Rhythm Dies is one of Planes Mistaken for Stars' hardest cuts, but that does not mean that you should shy away from the rest of Fuck With Fire. Another stellar song is Belly Full of Hell from their 2004 release, Up in Them Guts. I think it's safe to say this is one of the most passionate vocal performances in all of PMFS's discography. It's utterly ruthless, forcing the instrumental to follow suit, resulting in madness. I mean it when I say that you might get whiplash listening to this track. And despite all of this chaos and debauchery, I still think this song is widely accessible. Give it a shot if you like loud shit, because Belly Full of Hell will definitely reward you. Finally, you'd be a fool not to listen to Till It Clicks from their latest effort, 2016's Prey. This is a remarkably dynamic track with hypnotizing riffs around every corner. The production is massive without being overdone, still allowing each percussion punch to sting just a little bit. O'Donnell's vocals are certainly a little weathered, but they still sound as amazing as ever. There are some great songs in their earlier EPs that you should go explore, but please don't forget to listen to Till It Clicks and Prey as a whole, because it truly shows off the consistency of PMFS throughout their entire career. And that will close out my video covering Planes Mistaken for Stars. Links to all the albums and tracks that I've discussed here will be located in the video description box below. Scroll down just a little bit more to the comments section where you can let me know if you liked any of the picks that I had here. Maybe you are a massive PMFS fan, and maybe you've never heard of this band in your entire life. Whatever it is, go to the comments, start a discourse. Maybe you like the songs, maybe you like the albums, maybe you didn't like either. Maybe you think I smell, which I don't know how you'd really be able to tell that, but okay, whatever. Please be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this every single Monday and Thursday. That's right, twice a week, along with a show called Stacks of Wax, where I go through my record collection A through Z and show off some of the cool pieces of plastic that I own. Please recommend any artists you'd like to see covered on this channel as well. I do have a couple of really good user suggested ones that I am actually working on as we speak, so hopefully they'll be coming out soon, just to prove to you that I do take your suggestions seriously. And that wraps just about everything up, except for my usual reminder for you to go and support your local record store if you're able to, along with the local artists in your area. And, well, until I see you next time, happy listening.